It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me, as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear to fit in the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Kate, the type of game he had last week is not supposed to happen in the postseason. You don't get a lot of 4-touchdown efforts in the playoffs. The rest of us, I think we're all expecting a little regression this week against an even tougher defense, but he's not. He's trying to carry that momentum into an encore performance.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. This run held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Stroud off the play fake. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Stroud throwing here on first. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This into the hands of Luke Lachey. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
All right. Hey, King. What's that?
Again, Stroud. That is caught, and it's Higgins again. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
It's Mixon on second down. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go. Let's go. Ready?
Here he is on third and short. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Mixon has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown on the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Well, here we go, Kate. That good old adage, a good old question of rust versus rest. Yep, this QB and his buddies, they all had the week off. They're rested, they feel good. Or will they be rusty? This opening series, a big one to get them in rhythm.
Running for the first time with the Louisville Cardinal. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Herbert from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. And he's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risk and an aggressive mindset that reflects, well, the stakes of each and every game.
Into the hands of Ganson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So pass caught by his tight end, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. Rowland finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On third down, Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Hampton now up the middle. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. As he's Shire that time on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Herbert now off the play fake. He tucks it and takes off.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Kappa.
Throw here, 3rd down. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Move the chains! You gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Completed to his running back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. No finding his back. Mixon. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Here we go, let's go. 18.
Here's Stroud again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. 7-3 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Mixon on the counter. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans now lead by 10. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Go.
Gets caught. This is Lad McConkey. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set. Grenading. Run. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
380. Lion.
From the gun, it's Ford. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
380.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
They'll air it out on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ford. Will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And they take this in for the score. The Chargers make it a one-score game in the first half. Justin Herbert with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And just before he can get the first, they escort him out. So it's going to be second and looks like less than a yard.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. On play action, here's Stroud. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Wow.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
118. What's that?
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Chargers think they have it, and they do!
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Herbert now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 3rd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Dicker connects there, and that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
I'm going to give a little credit to their defense right there, Kate. Sudden change situation, your offense fumbles, and you've got to find a way to hold them to a field goal, and they just did.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. 1 minute, 58 seconds remaining in half number 1, partner. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. They give here to the motion man. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, Stroud. He's going deep. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 17, and it'll be a 1st down, Texans. Again, Stroud. That is caught, and it's Higgins again. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that contact may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Third and long for him here. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On to punt on fourth down, it's Bradley Pinion. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Chargers getting set. First and 10.
Kappa.
Herbert from the gun. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. The catch is made near the edge. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. The Texans are in the nickel, third down. Throwing now, Herbert. Into the hands of Ganson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They get 6 and a first down as well. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Herbert throwing again. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
First and 10 on the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41.
Kappa. Go.
He'll throw it. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Trey Harris, the intended target there. And that'll bring up second down. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
380.
One final shot before the half. Throwing this for the end zone. And the second down toss to the end zone sent away incomplete. So time to regroup. Try something else here on third.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We roll on here on this divisional round Sunday. 2 more final scores to get to, and then we'll know the AFC-NFC title game matchups. But first, let's look back at Saturday's action. Our look around the NFL starts now. In Atlanta, the Falcons at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Michael Penix. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Trevion Henderson. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone, a 10-yard touchdown run. The Patriots are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Time now for a look at how things stand with the current picture in the AFC in the divisional round. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through two quarters, a one-point game at the half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. 380. You're out. 380. You're out. Set.
Hampton gets the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Set. 380. You're out. You're out.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Finds the in route complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Now Herbert to throw. Finds him over the middle. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made at the 45.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Throwing this one back at the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun now, 1st round. Dumps it off to his running back. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Over. 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Left left side into the hands of Dell. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Texans first down.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud again. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! And the Chargers are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Run. Wide of the...
Shotgun snap, a gift to full. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Kappa, kappa, kappa. Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Set. Delta. Set. Go.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. If you want to make that tackle, force the 4th down, it took a great defensive effort to do it. He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. Out now come the Texans on offense. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Stroud off the play fake. Throw left side, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Takes this one at the 40. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Set. Black 80, black. Set.
Okay, the wide receiver's gonna get it to begin the drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. Green 80. Green hot. White 80. White 80 hot. Green hot.
To throw, Herbert. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Set. Green 80. Green hot. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Gets his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running it with Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Set. Delta. Set.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set. 80. Grab. Hey. Ready.
This is Hampton. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Set. Lion. Set.
Herbert from the gun. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
Set. Green 80. Grab. Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Into the hands of Gadsden, complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. He gets 6 on that play, and that will set up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Green 80. Grab. Go.
Hampton has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Charger ball. The Bolts just one quarter away from advancing in the postseason. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Hampton. And this time he's in. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers push this to an 8-point game. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Point after try upcoming to make this a 2-score game here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers push the lead to 2 scores now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They go play action with Stroud. He lofts it deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. We've set it downs for them from the 31.
Set. Black 80, black. Ready.
Now start on the ground. It's Ford. Escapes a defender. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready. 380. Run. Go, 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 go.
On the counter, it's Hampton. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing the yards on this play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for second down.
Set. Delta. Set. Ready.
Herbert now. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. That play good for 17 and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
31-yard line.
Set. 80. Set.
First and 10, here's Hampton. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play, because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Set. Delta. Set. Go.
Now Herbert to throw. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
A third down give to Hampton. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Kappa, Kappa, Kappa.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Set. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Move, move, move. Ready.
They'll run with Hampton. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Big moments here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for 3rd and goal.
Hey, Opie. Ready.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers push this to an 8-point game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers push the lead to 2 scores now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Motioning the tight end left. First down throw by Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. First down, Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. Working quickly here. It's Mixon on second down. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Offense to the line fast. Stroud to throw on first down. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. From the gun, Stroud. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh no, the ball is loose! And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. To throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This from 28 yards away. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
That kick obviously gets it back to a 1-score game. Now the real question, Kate, how good do those onside kicks look at warm-ups? How good do they look all week in practice? Is it time to pull out the onside kick? Or trust your defense with 2 timeouts in your pocket?
Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
Hampton now up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Second and 11 at the Texans' 39-yard line.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11.
10. 380. 10.
Again, it's Hampton. Oh, he lost the football. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Final timeout called by the Texans. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Ready.
Design quarterback run here. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. They're drawn up for him. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.